a 12-member national task force has now been set up to assess and recommend changes to, if any, the availability and the distribution of oxygen for the entire country. And the setting up of this panel had been ordered by the Supreme Court last week during its hearing on the oxygen crisis in the country. Its members have now been identified by the centre. Let's go across to A. Vaidyanathan for more on this. So, Vaidya, this couldn't have come earlier at this point of time. Who exactly are the members of this new task force, and when can we expect to see their recommendations come out in force on the ground? Because the clock is ticking. Every day we hear of people reporting on Twitter and other social media that they've lost a family member, a loved one, simply because of a lack of oxygen.
Sir, actually, what happened was Friday when the court was hearing about the Delhi issue, what to supply at the time, the court has expressed that it wants to set up an expert panel. Government and everyone agreed to it. So the order has been uploaded just now. As you rightly said, all the top experts across the country, right from Dr. Bhabatosh Biswas, former Vice Chancellor, West Bengal University, to Devendra Singh Rana, Dr. Devi Prasad Shetty, Dr. Gahandeep Kang from Christian Medical College, Dr. J.V. Peter, Director, Christian Medical College, Dr. Naresh Trahan, Dr. Rahul Pandit. So across the country, right from Tamil Nadu to Maharashtra, across the country, the experts have been nominated. But interestingly, sources also told NDTV that the judges, two-judge bench, Justice Chandrachud and M.R. Shah, personally spoke to these experts before getting them appointed in the National Task Force. You are right. The court says that the National Task Force will start its work almost immediately, probably within a week. It will submit its recommendation to the central government and to the court also. Initially, its term is around 6 months, but the court says it's better to start it immediately, so all these issues are being solved. So these nominees are appointed by the court. Of course, court took the names from the government and other advocates also, but finally court went by its own design. Of course, it has taken a few names from the government list also. So all this, Cabinet Secretary will be the convener of this whole committee panel, and also state governments, private hospitals, everyone will have to help this National Task Force. But the judges, Justice Chandrachud and M.R. Shah, made it very clear this is the task panel seems to be a permanent one, because right now it will identify how the oxygen should be obtained, what is the need for oxygen, so how much need for each and every state and union territory, the distribution, how the present crisis can be solved. So this will submit all its recommendations. Probably it will start within a week. Government will have to arrange all the logistics, everything.